Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 1st of December, and this is the Three Little Pigs and Nits in the live markets. So just before we start, a reminder, the Three Little Pigs, it's a free trading strategy available here on Forex Useful. Free products, Three Little Pigs trading strategy, and you can just sign up, click here. The indicator that I will use on my charts today is the Three Little Pigs MT4 swing trade indicator. That's available on the Forex Useful website as well, here under the main menu. And lastly, I will go through nits on the three currencies on the 4-hour chart that I trade. Can be used on any chart, any instrument, but I just use those three in the main. And that's available here on the main website under the main menu again. So without delay, into the markets, and we'll start with the Aussie dollar as usual. So entry was back here on the 24th of November for this trade on the short side. Entry around 8645 and with about 50 pips stop here. And we came down, almost got stopped out here, but we're still in the trade now, and we're good for around 200 pips here at the moment. Trailing the stop down here, which is good for about 100 pips or so. On to Euro GBP. We're down and up here. The weekly trend is down, and it has been for quite some time. Well, for all of the year basically, and the daily's just turned up here, so the likelihood is that we're going to get a short signal. So keeping the eyes out here for a short signal on Euro GBP. If not, we see more strength and the weekly turns up, then we'd be looking for long signals as well. But at the moment, most likely would be a short signal here on the 4-hour once the daily changes and turns around. So still quite a way to move, so maybe we'll get no action this week. Euro JPY, we're up and up here. So currently long here from Friday on close of this candle, which was around 14723. So trailing stop, we haven't moved it up to be in the money yet, but hopefully we can see Euro JPY head north and we can start to trail our stop in the money. Euro USD, it's a bit choppy in here, but we are in confirmed downtrends here. Weekly obviously is down, and the daily's just jumping around this moving average at the moment, and that's reflected on the 4-hour chart, obviously, where we've had quite a bit of choppiness and a couple of losing trades, 3 or 4 in here. As usual, these are made up for on the other instruments. So usually when we get chop on 2 or 3 instruments, we'll find that there's 2 or 3 instruments, maybe 2 instruments trending, and that's just keeping our losses low whilst we wait for direction across most of the market, you know, when we can expect 5 or 6 of these to all move at the same time. So just keep taking the signals. The last entry was here, so we're short on Euro USD, and perhaps we'll now get that trend and move down. On to cable. I mentioned this in the newsletter. We're short here from Friday. This was the entry candle here, and what we're looking for here really is, as I mentioned, is if this level breaks, we haven't got much to worry about in the move down to 1.5 here. So there's a good 600 pips here for us with very little resistance in the way. So having taken this signal and taken all of these signals here along the way, maybe this is the one that's going to see us finally break this level that's held 3 times now. And if it does, you know, we've got nice potential here to make a, well, to take some of that move down to 1.5 if it happens. And USD CAD, we had a late entry here, but nonetheless, we were waiting for the daily to turn up. So the weekly's up, and basically the daily turned up here. But although this was the signal here, it wasn't until this point here that the daily was up. So entry was here somewhere around about 11338, and we've got quite a big stop here, but I'm hopeful that within the next couple of days at least, this moving average will move up and catch up with price, and we will get that stop to at least break even in the next couple of days, all being well. On to USD Swiss now. So we're already long here at the moment from the first candle this morning. I expected there to be a little bit more of a gap here this morning, but looks like most of the market was as well. Most people were expecting the no vote for the Swiss National Bank gold asset vote, and so the gap was quite small, with the news coming in as expected. So we're long here from the close of this candle, which is 96670, something around there. And the trailing stop, we haven't yet to see the Swiss take any direction from this decision. So just entry, stop below the moving average as taught on the 1-on-1. So I'm just wait and see now what happens here. USD JPY, mentioned this in the newsletter as well as GBP. I did the update on GBP USD, mentioning this entry here. And on USD JPY, this was the entry here. It's a great entry. These are the entries that I really like because it's really close to the moving average. So really tight stop here, about 22 pips. And there's real potential here to make a lot of money if this can go on and take out these highs, and push on up further towards the 120 mark, which many are forecasting by the end of the year. Looks quite likely at this level, but this is a weekly chart, and with this moving average, if we look back here, you can see when we do get an extension away from the moving average, we do usually get a retracement. So it's high time for a retracement here of some sort. So possible that we'll get the retracement, and of course it's also possible that we can push on higher before we get that retracement. We're involved. Our stop is almost in the money here, the trailing stop. So regardless of what happens, we shouldn't lose any money here. So basically almost a free trade, looking for USD JPY strength into the end of the year. This is one of the trades that's hopefully like Aussie dollar, like GBP USD, that's going to make us the money back from that choppiness on the Euro USD chart where we've been losing a little bit. And gold, this gap is obviously from the announcement as well at the weekend with the Swiss National Bank saying no. So there'll be no demand coming from them in the near future. Well, not as much demand anyway. So seen a gap here on the gold chart, and the downtrend's in place again now. So here's the weekly, and the daily's confirmed. There's that gap, which will probably get filled at some stage. So it's quite messy here, gold at the moment. I still keep mentioning this level here, 1180. We're still playing around with it here. Goldman Sachs has called for 1,000 for the gold price for over a year now. So that's looking maybe that it's going to come true. If it does, then probably there will be some buying support down there at 1,000 level. So anyway, if you're trading gold, we've got the downtrend confirmed now. So look for those signals. On to NITS, no indicators trading strategy. I'll just cover the three instruments from the weekend. No change to what I reported in the newsletter. This low has just been taken here, but not significantly enough for me to move my stop yet. So just going to wait and see what happens here. And if we do see a move down lower on GBP USD, we'll make a profit on the three little pigs as that trade continues down. And also we'll be able to move our stop loss down here to be in the money for even more pips on the no indicators trading strategy. Just right now, I'd like to see a little bit more, something more significant than this. And hopefully it will come sometime this week. Euro USD, we took a long position here. Last week I updated you and we looked like we were going to get stopped out. We moved back north, so at the moment, no reason to do anything here other than just keep an eye and see if our high or our low gets taken. And if it does, we just take the appropriate trading action, which is if our long trade gets triggered here, sorry, if our short trade gets triggered here at this high, then we'll we're long here at the moment. So what can happen is that short market order can get executed here, or if we push back up here, I'll probably leave my stop here. So there's going to be little in the way of trading action here for us this week on Euro USD, whatever happens in the market. Euro JPY, this is a lovely trade, entry all the way back here at 13665, and obviously we're up over 1,000 pips here, but this high here, we've made a low again here. So if we can push up and break this high, I'll move the stop loss up here about another 120, 130 pips or so to this low here. And on that note, I think that's about it for me on this cold December morning. So all the best to all of you. Any comments, just leave them on YouTube, which you can subscribe to here. And I'll do my best to answer them as soon as possible. All the very best.